Do your legs feel weaker, heavier, or sore, even after simple activities like standing, walking, or climbing stairs? If so, you're not alone. But what if I told you the real culprit isn't just age? It's something hiding in your diet, your supplements, and even the vitamins you thought were helping you. Shockingly, 2 vitamins, often praised as essential, could be accelerating muscle loss, stiffening your joints, and sabotaging your mobility. Even worse, you're probably consuming them daily. Every meal, every pill, every snack could be feeding the weakness in your legs without you realizing it. And it gets worse. These vitamins aren't just ineffective, they're actively harming you. You might be taking them right now, thinking you're protecting your bones and joints, when in reality, you're speeding up muscle deterioration and putting your independence at risk. But that's not all. The foods you eat could be making the problem far worse. Some of the most common snacks and meals, even ones labeled healthy, are secretly draining your leg strength. Imagine this: every time you enjoy that sweet dessert or crispy fried food, you're not just satisfying a craving, you're starving your muscles of the nutrients they need to stay strong. Processed foods, sugary treats, and even certain types of alcohol create a perfect storm of inflammation and poor circulation. Over time, this weakens your legs, making every step feel like a challenge. And the scariest part? You might not even notice it's happening until it's too late. The good news: once you know what to look for, you can take action. By identifying these hidden dangers in your diet and supplement routine, you can start reversing the damage and reclaiming the strength in your legs. The 5 worst foods sapping your leg strength. Let's talk about something that might surprise you: that innocent slice of cake you had with your coffee, or those cookies you nibbled on after dinner. They're doing far more damage than just adding a few extra pounds to your waistline. What's really happening is much more concerning for your leg strength and overall mobility. When you consume sugar, whether it's in obvious treats like desserts or hidden in processed foods, it triggers a cascade of inflammatory reactions throughout your body. This inflammation doesn't just disappear after the sugar rush fades. Instead, it settles into your muscles and joints, particularly in your legs, which bear the brunt of your body weight every single day. Over time, this chronic inflammation makes your legs more sensitive, more prone to discomfort, and significantly weaker. But the damage doesn't stop there. Sugar has a direct and dangerous relationship with your insulin levels. When you regularly flood your system with refined sugars, your body becomes less responsive to insulin. This is what we call insulin resistance. The scary part: your muscles rely on insulin to properly utilize glucose for energy. When this system breaks down, your leg muscles are essentially being starved of the fuel they need to stay strong and functional. Imagine your muscles as engines that need quality fuel to run smoothly. Sugar is like pouring contaminated gasoline into that engine. It might burn, but it's causing long-term damage while providing very little actual power. The result: muscles that fatigue faster, recover slower, and gradually lose their strength and endurance. There's another layer to this problem that often goes unnoticed: weight gain. Sugar is incredibly calorie-dense while providing virtually no nutritional value. Those extra pounds you put on from regular sugar consumption aren't just numbers on a scale, they're additional stress on your legs with every step you take. For older adults who are already experiencing natural muscle loss with age, this extra weight accelerates the decline in leg strength and mobility. Perhaps most alarming is sugar's effect on your circulation. Excessive sugar consumption increases your risk of vascular problems that restrict blood flow to your lower limbs. Poor circulation means your leg muscles receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Without these vital resources, tissue repair slows down and muscle recovery becomes increasingly difficult. That afternoon cookie might taste good in the moment, but it's actually making it harder for your legs to stay strong and functional. Nutritionally, sweets are essentially empty calories. They provide none of the proteins, minerals like magnesium, or other nutrients your muscles desperately need to maintain their mass and strength. When you choose a sugary snack over nutrient-rich food, you're not just missing an opportunity to nourish your body, you're actively contributing to muscle loss. Many processed sweets also contain chemical additives like artificial colors and preservatives that further aggravate inflammation in the body. These substances disrupt your body's natural balance and directly impact your muscular system. When combined with sugar, they create a perfect storm for weakening your legs over time. The good news: you don't have to give up sweetness entirely. By making smarter choices, like enjoying naturally sweet fruits with cinnamon or opting for homemade treats with reduced sugar, you can satisfy your cravings while protecting your leg strength. Your taste buds will adjust, and your legs will thank you with improved strength, less discomfort, and better mobility in the long run. Number 2. Fried foods. That crispy French fry or golden fried chicken might satisfy your taste buds in a moment, but what's really happening to your body, especially your legs, tells a very different story. Fried foods, while undeniably tasty, contain dangerous fats that create a cascade of negative effects on your mobility and leg strength. Let me explain exactly how this works. When foods are fried at high temperatures, they absorb large amounts of unhealthy fats, particularly saturated and trans fats. These aren't just empty calories we're talking about. These fats actively increase inflammation throughout your body, with your legs being particularly vulnerable. The joints and muscles in your lower body, which already work hard to support your weight, become stiffer and more painful as this inflammation takes hold. That heavy, uncomfortable feeling in your legs after eating fried food isn't just in your imagination. It's your body reacting to this inflammatory assault. But the damage goes deeper than just inflammation. These unhealthy fats have a direct impact on your circulation system. They contribute to the buildup of plaque in your blood vessels, gradually narrowing the passageways that deliver oxygen-rich blood to your muscles. Think of it like slowly tightening a garden hose. Less and less life-giving oxygen can reach your leg muscles. Without proper oxygen supply, your muscles fatigue faster, recover slower, and gradually lose their strength and endurance. The types of fried foods we commonly eat, French fries, fried chicken, donuts, and other deep-fried treats, are particularly problematic because they combine these harmful fats with other damaging elements. The breading on fried foods often contains refined flour that spikes your blood sugar, while the frying process itself can create advanced glycation end products that accelerate tissue aging. It's a perfect storm of factors working against your leg health. Many people notice that after eating a meal heavy in fried foods, their legs feel unusually sore, heavy, or even slightly swollen. This isn't coincidence. The excess sodium in many fried foods leads to fluid retention, while the poor circulation caused by unhealthy fats means your body struggles to properly flush out inflammation and metabolic byproducts. The result? Legs that feel like they're dragging weights with every step. What makes this especially concerning for older adults is that our bodies become less efficient at processing these unhealthy fats as we age. A meal that might have caused minimal issues at 40 can create significant problems at 60. The same fried foods you've enjoyed for years may now be contributing to declining mobility without you even realizing the connection. The cumulative effect of regular fried food consumption is particularly damaging to leg strength. Over time, the combination of poor circulation, chronic inflammation, and nutritional deficiencies creates muscles that are weaker and joints that are stiffer. Activities that should be simple, climbing stairs, getting up from chairs, or walking moderate distances, become increasingly difficult. But here's the hopeful part: our bodies have an incredible capacity to heal when we remove damaging elements. By reducing fried food intake and replacing it with healthier cooking methods, like baking, grilling, or air frying, you can actually begin to reverse some of this damage. Your circulation improves, inflammation decreases, and your legs regain some of their lost vitality. It's never too late to make changes that support your mobility and independence. Number 3. White bread and refined carbs. That soft, fluffy slice of white bread or bowl of refined pasta might seem harmless, but what it's doing to your leg strength tells a very different story. The truth is, these processed grains are silently sabotaging your mobility in ways you might not realize. Let me walk you through exactly how this happens from the first bite to the weakening of your legs. When you eat white bread or other refined carbohydrates, your body processes them almost immediately into sugar. This causes a rapid spike in your blood glucose levels. Imagine pouring syrup directly into your bloodstream. Your pancreas responds by flooding your system with insulin to manage this sudden sugar rush. While this might not seem immediately dangerous, the real damage happens over time as your muscles become resistant to insulin's effects. This insulin resistance is particularly devastating for your leg muscles because it prevents them from properly accessing the energy they need to stay strong and functional. What makes this situation worse is that refined carbohydrates lack the fiber and nutrients found in whole grains. Without fiber to slow digestion, these processed grains hit your system all at once, creating those dangerous blood sugar spikes we just discussed. But equally important is what's missing: the magnesium, B vitamins, and other nutrients that whole grains naturally contain, which are essential for muscle function and nerve health. When you choose white bread over whole grain alternatives, You're not just getting empty calories. You're actively depriving your muscles of the building blocks they need to maintain strength. The connection between refined carbs and muscle loss is particularly concerning for leg strength. Research shows that blood sugar spikes trigger a process called protein glycation, where sugar molecules attach to muscle proteins, making them stiffer and less functional. Over time, this contributes to sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass that particularly affects our legs. Every time you choose refined grains over whole foods, you're essentially accelerating this natural decline, making your legs weaker with each passing year. Many people notice that after meals heavy in refined carbs, they feel unusually fatigued or experience what's often called a food coma. This isn't just about feeling sleepy, it's your muscles struggling with inefficient energy metabolism. Your legs, being the largest muscle group in your body, feel this effect most acutely. That heavy, sluggish feeling when you try to get up after eating? That's your leg muscles not getting the clean energy they need to function properly. The long-term consequences of a diet high in refined carbohydrates go beyond just muscle weakness. The inflammation caused by constant blood sugar spikes contributes to joint stiffness and pain, particularly in weight-bearing joints like knees and hips. This creates a vicious cycle where moving becomes more difficult, leading to less activity, which then causes further muscle deterioration. Before you know it, simple activities like climbing stairs or getting up from a chair become challenging. But here's the good news. This damage can be reversed. By replacing refined grains with whole food alternatives, like switching from white bread to whole grain versions, or choosing brown rice over white, you give your muscles the steady energy supply they need. The fiber in whole grains slows digestion, preventing those dangerous blood sugar spikes, while the preserved nutrients support muscle health. Many people report noticeable improvements in leg strength and energy levels within just a few weeks of making these changes. The choice is clear. Every time you reach for that slice of white bread or bowl of refined pasta, you're making a decision that either supports or undermines your leg strength. The path to maintaining strong, reliable legs as you age starts with what you put on your plate at every meal. Small changes today can lead to significant improvements in your mobility and independence tomorrow. Number 4. Alcohol. That evening glass of wine or casual beer might seem like a harmless way to unwind, but what's happening beneath the surface tells a different story for your leg strength. Alcohol affects your body in multiple ways that gradually undermine the very foundation of your mobility. Let's examine how even moderate drinking can compromise your leg health over time. When alcohol enters your system, it immediately begins interfering with nutrient absorption, a critical process for maintaining muscle strength. Essential minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium that your leg muscles desperately need become harder for your body to utilize properly. These nutrients are vital for proper muscle contraction and nerve signaling in your legs. Without them, muscles become weaker and less responsive, making movements feel sluggish and uncoordinated. What's particularly concerning is that this nutrient disruption occurs with just one drink, and the effects compound with each additional beverage. Dehydration is another hidden consequence of alcohol consumption that directly impacts your legs. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning it forces your body to expel more water than it takes in. Your muscles are about 75% water, and when they become dehydrated, they lose elasticity and contractile strength. This explains why many people experience muscle cramps or heaviness in their legs after drinking. The dehydration effect also reduces blood volume, making it harder for your cardiovascular system to deliver oxygen to your leg muscles during activity. The recovery process after physical activity suffers significantly under alcohol's influence. Normally, when you use your leg muscles, whether through walking, climbing stairs, or exercise, microscopic tears occur that then repair stronger. Alcohol disrupts this natural rebuilding process by interfering with protein synthesis and reducing human growth hormone production. This means your legs lose their ability to recover properly from daily use, gradually becoming weaker over time. For older adults who already face natural muscle loss, this delayed recovery accelerates the decline in leg strength. Alcohol's impact on the liver creates yet another problem for leg health. Your liver plays a crucial role in metabolizing fats and producing substances needed for muscle function. When alcohol keeps your liver busy processing toxins instead, it can't properly support your muscular system. This metabolic interference contributes to that feeling of heaviness and weakness in your legs that many regular drinkers experience. Balance and stability also suffer under alcohol's influence, even at low levels of consumption. Alcohol affects the cerebellum, the part of your brain responsible for coordination and balance. This neurological impact, combined with weaker muscles, creates a dangerous combination that increases fall risk. Many people don't realize that the unsteadiness they feel after drinking isn't just temporary. With regular consumption, it can become a persistent problem. Perhaps most concerning is alcohol's effect on sleep quality. While alcohol might help you fall asleep initially, it disrupts the deeper stages of sleep where most muscle recovery occurs. Your legs need this restorative sleep to repair themselves from daily wear and tear. Without it, muscle deterioration accelerates, leaving you with weaker, less functional legs. The good news is that reducing alcohol intake can lead to noticeable improvements in leg strength relatively quickly. Many people report better balance, less muscle cramping, and improved endurance within weeks of cutting back. Staying properly hydrated and focusing on nutrient-rich foods can help reverse some of alcohol's negative effects. Your legs carry you through life. Giving them the support they need starts with being mindful of what you drink. Small changes in alcohol consumption today can lead to significant improvements in mobility and independence tomorrow. Number 5. Processed meats. That sizzling bacon at breakfast or convenient deli meat sandwich might seem like a harmless protein source, but these processed meats are secretly working against your leg strength in several concerning ways. Let's examine how these everyday foods contribute to weaker muscles, stiffer joints, and reduced mobility over time. The first major issue with processed meats lies in their extraordinarily high sodium content. A single serving of bacon or sausage can contain nearly half your daily recommended sodium intake. This excess salt triggers fluid retention throughout your body, but the effects are particularly noticeable in your legs. The retained fluid creates swelling and heaviness that makes movement more difficult. Many people experience this as a sensation of heavy legs, or notice sock marks that linger longer than they should. This fluid buildup also puts additional pressure on your joints and blood vessels, compounding mobility issues. Beyond just salt, processed meats contain preservatives like nitrates and nitrites that have been shown to increase systemic inflammation. When these compounds enter your body, they trigger inflammatory responses that particularly affect weight-bearing joints like knees and hips. This explains why many regular consumers of processed meats report increased joint stiffness, especially in the morning or after periods of inactivity. The inflammation also slows muscle recovery, meaning your legs have more difficulty bouncing back from daily activities. The saturated fat content in processed meats presents another problem for leg health. These fats contribute to plaque buildup in arteries, gradually restricting blood flow to your lower extremities. Your leg muscles depend on robust circulation to receive oxygen and nutrients while removing metabolic waste. As circulation diminishes, muscles become fatigued more quickly and recover more slowly. You might notice this as legs that tire faster during walks or take longer to feel fresh again after activity. Processed meats also lack many of the beneficial nutrients found in fresher protein sources. They're typically low in omega-3 fatty acids, which help combat inflammation, and often lose beneficial vitamins during processing. What remains is a protein source that may actually accelerate muscle loss rather than prevent it. For older adults already facing natural sarcopenia, this nutritional deficiency can significantly impact leg strength and endurance. Many processed meats also contain phosphates and other additives that can disrupt mineral balance in your body. These compounds interfere with calcium and magnesium absorption, two minerals crucial for proper muscle function. Over time, this mineral imbalance can lead to increased muscle cramps, particularly in the calves and thighs, further compromising mobility. The combination of these factors creates a perfect storm for declining leg health. Poor circulation means less oxygen reaches your muscles. Inflammation makes joints stiffer and more painful. Fluid retention adds unnecessary weight and pressure. Nutrient deficiencies impair muscle maintenance. Together, they make every step feel like more of an effort than it should be. The encouraging news is that replacing processed meats with fresher alternatives can lead to noticeable improvements. Options like grilled chicken, fish, eggs, or plant-based proteins provide high-quality nutrition without the inflammatory additives. Many people report reduced leg swelling, improved joint mobility, and better endurance after making this switch. Your legs work hard for you every day. Giving them cleaner, healthier fuel is one of the best ways to maintain your mobility and independence as you age. Small changes in your protein choices today can lead to significant improvements in how your legs feel and function tomorrow. The shocking truth about those healthy vitamins. You've made it to the most shocking revelation of all, the disturbing truth about two vitamins that are secretly sabotaging your leg strength. These aren't obscure supplements you've never heard of. In fact, they're vitamins you likely have in your medicine cabinet right now, possibly taking every day with the best of intentions. The cruel irony is that while you believe you're supporting your health, these vitamins may actually be accelerating muscle loss and weakening your legs. Let's start with the first offender, vitamin A. Now, vitamin A is absolutely essential in proper amounts for vision, immune function, and cell growth. But here's where things go wrong. Many seniors are unknowingly consuming dangerous amounts through a combination of multivitamins, individual supplements, and fortified foods. The body stores excess vitamin A in fat tissues, and over time this buildup becomes toxic. Unlike water-soluble vitamins that your body can easily eliminate, vitamin A accumulates silently, creating problems that creep up gradually. At excessive levels, vitamin A stimulates cells called osteoclasts that break down bone tissue. This leads to decreased bone density precisely when you need strong bones the most. But the damage doesn't stop there. Research shows that too much vitamin A interferes with vitamin D's ability to promote calcium absorption, creating a double whammy for bone health. Your legs bear the brunt of this damage because they support your entire body weight. What begins as slightly weaker bones progresses to increased fracture risk and difficulty maintaining muscle strength in your lower body. The second vitamin culprit is even more insidious because it's hiding in plain sight: synthetic vitamin E. Most store-bought supplements contain a form called D-L-alpha-tocopherol, which is cheaper to produce but far less effective than natural vitamin E. The synthetic version not only provides limited benefits, but studies suggest it may actually interfere with your body's natural muscle repair processes. After exercise or even normal daily activity, your muscles need to recover and rebuild. Synthetic vitamin E disrupts this crucial recovery phase, leading to muscles that are slower to heal and more prone to damage. What makes this particularly concerning is that vitamin E is often marketed specifically for muscle recovery and joint health. Many people take it hoping to relieve leg pain or improve mobility, unaware they might be making the problem worse. The synthetic form creates oxidative stress at the cellular level, generating free radicals that damage muscle tissue over time. This explains why some supplement users actually experience increased muscle soreness and slower recovery times despite their best efforts to support their body. The combination of these two vitamins creates a perfect storm for leg weakness. Excess vitamin A undermines bone strength while synthetic vitamin E impairs muscle recovery. Together, they accelerate the natural decline in mobility that comes with aging. You might notice this as legs that fatigue faster, take longer to recover from activity, or simply don't feel as strong as they used to. Many people chalk it up to normal aging when in reality, their supplement regimen might be contributing to the problem. What's especially troubling is how these vitamins interact with other aspects of your lifestyle. If you're consuming processed foods high in inflammatory compounds while also taking these problematic vitamins, you're essentially doubling down on muscle damage. The vitamins that should be helping your body cope with inflammation and oxidative stress are instead making matters worse. This creates a vicious cycle where your legs feel weaker, so you become less active, which then leads to further muscle loss. The supplement industry doesn't make it easy to identify these problematic forms either. Vitamin A often appears on labels as retinol, retinol palmitate, or beta-carotene, which converts to vitamin A in the body. Synthetic vitamin E is typically listed as D-L-alpha-tocopherol rather than the natural D-alpha-tocopherol form. Without careful label reading, you could be consuming these harmful versions without realizing it. But here's the hopeful part: once you're aware of these issues, you can take steps to protect your leg strength. For vitamin A, focus on getting beta-carotene from colorful fruits and vegetables rather than pre-formed vitamin A supplements. Your body converts beta-carotene to vitamin A as needed, avoiding dangerous buildup. For vitamin E, look for supplements clearly labeled D-alpha-tocopherol or mixed tocopherols, which indicate the natural form. Better yet, get vitamin E from whole food sources like nuts, seeds, and leafy greens. The lesson here isn't that all vitamins are bad, quite the opposite. The right vitamins in the right forms can be tremendously beneficial. But blind faith in supplements can be dangerous, especially when it comes to maintaining your mobility and independence. Your legs are your foundation, and they deserve better than vitamins that undermine their strength. With this knowledge, You can make informed choices that truly support your body rather than secretly working against it. The power to maintain strong, healthy legs is in your hands, and it starts with understanding what you're really putting into your body. Now we come to the most critical discovery of all. These dangerous vitamins become exponentially more harmful when combined with certain everyday foods. Picture this. Taking your morning vitamin with a breakfast of bacon and white toast creates a perfect storm of damage to your leg muscles. The inflammatory compounds in processed meats team up with excess vitamin A to accelerate bone loss, while the refined carbs amplify synthetic vitamin E's negative effects on muscle recovery. It's not just about what you're taking separately, but how these elements interact to create a cumulative assault on your leg strength. But here's the empowering truth. You have the power to reverse this damage starting today. The solution begins with swapping out those problematic vitamins for truly beneficial alternatives. Instead of synthetic vitamin E, seek out natural mixed tocopherols from quality sources. Rather than megadoses of vitamin A, focus on vitamin D3 combined with K2. This powerful duo works synergistically to support bone density without the dangerous side effects. Adding magnesium to your regimen can work wonders for muscle function and nerve signaling in your legs. Your dietary choices matter just as much as your supplements. Replace those leg-weakening processed foods with nutrient-dense alternatives that actively support muscle health. Wild-caught salmon provides anti-inflammatory omega-3s that improve circulation to your legs. Leafy greens deliver magnesium and potassium to prevent muscle cramps. Colorful berries offer antioxidants that protect muscle tissue from oxidative damage. These aren't just healthy foods. They're specifically targeted solutions for stronger, more resilient legs. Movement is the final piece of the puzzle. In our next video, we'll reveal 3 simple but incredibly effective exercises that can help rebuild leg strength at any age. These aren't grueling workouts. They're targeted movements designed to wake up dormant muscles, improve circulation, and restore functional mobility. The first exercise alone has helped countless viewers go from needing assistance to stand up from chairs to climbing stairs with ease. Here's the most important message. Your legs don't have to weaken with age. The decline we often accept as inevitable is frequently the result of preventable nutritional mistakes. By understanding what's really harming your legs and making strategic changes to your supplement routine and diet, you can maintain, and even regain, leg strength well into your later years. Before we close, I want to share one final warning about the single worst vitamin for leg weakness, a vitamin so common it's found in nearly every multivitamin on pharmacy shelves. This vitamin actively blocks nutrient absorption and accelerates muscle loss, yet millions take it daily believing it's beneficial. Stay tuned to the end of this video for this crucial revelation. If you recognized any of these dangers in your own supplement routine or diet, I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help others avoid these pitfalls. If you found this information valuable, please consider liking and sharing this video. You might be helping someone preserve their mobility and independence. And don't forget to subscribe, because next week we'll be revealing the #1 exercise that's helped our viewers dramatically improve weak legs, a simple movement you can do at home that delivers noticeable results in as little as 2 weeks. Your journey to stronger legs begins right now.